or doing, finishing up the Raptor Liner around the wheel wells on the green and white truck. Weather's halfway decent inside, it's humidity's lower in there anyway, but I woke up this morning about 6 o'clock to a damn semi, big ass semi, flatbed semi, and it had tile, rolls of field tile on it, and the son of a bitch pulled in our driveway. Of course the dog was going mad, and the son of a bitch pulled in here, drove up through the yard there. He turned around and you can see his tracks. We got some rain last night. You can see his tracks down the driveway. Anybody want to mow my yard? Yeah, you can't really see it from here, but he drove clear off on the left side of the driveway, way off in the fucking yard. Asshole. And then he turned around, then he went by twice, and he finally pulled in down the road. There's a farm down there that's where he was going, but son of a bitch, get your directions straight instead of driving through my fucking yard. Anyway, flare side's hanging tough. I'll show you what I've got done so far, which isn't a whole lot, but I've got taped off around the wheel wells there. Get this radio turned off. I've got it taped off around the wheel wells with this, I don't even know where I left it, 3M thin line blue tape right there. Works pretty good. A roll of that was, I can't remember how many feet are on, but a roll of it was, I think, just over $10. I bought it off of Amazon. It's a 1/4 inch, 36 yards. That's what it is, if you can see all that. But anyway, that's what I got. Never used it before. I went up around all the wheel wells with it, and it takes a little practice to get to able to lay that down very good, but I think by the time I got done I did okay. So I got finished taping off and stuffing paper and plastic and everything. I don't think I'm going to cover the entire truck like I did last time, or I don't know. I may lay some plastic over the hood. I don't know. Boy, that thing is dusty. I really want to get this thing out and start driving it again, but I'm gonna have to let it set up. I don't want to drive it while this is wet. Well, this isn't wet, but this will be wet. And you're supposed to let it sit for you don't have to let it sit, but for heavy use it's supposed to be a week. Well, one rock would be heavy use, I imagine, so I don't know. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to get to taping and papering that off, and I will see you momentarily. Okay, so I did a little more papering than I thought I was going to do. Looks like I have a smiley face with a thumbs up right there. So hopefully that's a good sign. I don't know. Might have been easier if I just used plastic and just pretty much bagged the truck and cut out the wheel wells. Sometimes I start things and then they turn out to be harder than they should have, but I think I've got it all covered up pretty well and covered up inside the wheel wells and everything, so I am going to I'm going to give this another look over and then start mixing up paint and we'll shoot it. I'm not going to show all that. I showed it in my last video when I put the green, well, you can't see it, the green along the bottom. Actually this is a 2017 prototype. Kind of looks like what they do. Anyway, I will be back. Alright, so I mixed all this up in a, I guess you can see my head. Mixed all this up in a mixing cup. I've been shaking the crap out of it now for almost 2.5 minutes. Got a fan in the door too, it's actually almost hot here today. Anyway, I'm going to get to spraying this, so I'm going to hook this onto my hose. Well, okay, it's showtime, boys and girls. I'm at 60 psi or maybe just a touch over. And let's go.
I'll shut you off for now.
Okay, so I'm waiting for the first coat to dry, and I just thought I'd mention that the temperature in here is right at 70 degrees. Humidity, I meant to look before I started this, but humidity is 59%, shooting at about 60 psi, and right now it's where I sprayed, it's just a little bit tacky, and it's been roughly 20 minutes or so. So I will bring you back when I shoot the second coat on. And now that I just moved the camera, I wonder if you even saw the first coat go on. I'll turn it back on when I do the second coat. Time for round number 2. Got done shooting the second coat probably, I don't know, about 5 minutes ago. You're right. Hell of a lot of masking and paper for such a small job. You don't want to get that stuff all over the rest of your vehicle. So now, I know it's been, I don't know how long it's been about 5 minutes, I think, 5-8 minutes, and I'm going to start taking the tape and the paper off of this thing. Okay, so I got done spraying the second coat. If you're wondering why I'm in a different shirt, I had to go to my daughter's softball game. So anyway, after the second coat, that is what she looks like. Doesn't look too bad. Possibly didn't turn out quite like I was hoping. The color doesn't quite. Let me see if I can put my finger back in there again. Color didn't turn out quite like I was hoping. Just doesn't match quite like I thought. Although you step away from it a little ways and you can't really notice, or as much. But if it saves me rock chips, I'll be happy. So anyway, that's how it turned out. I can't say I'm unhappy with it. Maybe I should have just put the chrome back on. But the chrome that I had on here was, I priced it and it was $156 for the 4 pieces because my chrome was just junk. And so, I don't know, I was like, do I spend $156 on those 4 trim pieces or use what I have? And I decided to just use what I have, and that's what I got. So that's gonna work for now. I could always redo it down the road. We'll see how it holds up. It doesn't look bad, but I don't know. Maybe it's just different and I'm not used to it. I don't know. Hard to walk over here. I did. I think I had to get going to my daughter's game. I was running out of time. And this one looks like it's pretty much settled down. Yeah, there's a few. When I pulled the tape off, like right there, tell you one thing, get this stuff on your fingers, it ain't coming off. It's pretty much stuck on there. But when I pulled the tape off, I got a few little things like that right there. And I think it's probably because I took it off too soon. I took it off, like, I cleaned the gun and I started taking paper and tape off. But, whatever. Like I've said in previous videos, it's not a show truck, but I'd like to get it so I can drive the damn thing and not have to worry about rock chips all the time. So, anyway, I hope this video turned out good. I kind of was in a rush. But I I hope you liked it, and if you do, please hit that like button right over, let's see, is it over here or over there? One of those two places. The thumbs up button. Hit that, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.